On the first Sunday after we moved to the village of Mukulu in central Chad in November 1992, the church put on this lovely lunch for us, a celebration after church, and they wanted to welcome us. They wanted to make us feel like this was home. And you know, the church, they can't do anything without singing. So after we drank a few cups of tea, they started singing. And then they stand up and they start dancing, and the singing just gets louder. And that was the first time that I saw a glimpse of what the dedication might look like. And I started looking forward to that dedication so much from that moment on. And I had this image of the Gergiko people standing before the throne of God, worshipping Him in their language because they knew Him from His word in their language. And that's what we were there to do. Fast forward 27 years to February 2020. Our children, ourselves, friends from Australia, relatives, trekked all the way to Chad for the dedication. But the New Testaments didn't arrive, so we had to postpone. But the church put on a celebration for us anyway, and there were a lot more people there than that first Sunday. And they were all dressed in their beautiful, colorful clothes. There were 3 choirs that were all ready for the dedication. And they had a lot of singing, and we had 1 copy of the New Testament. And we had the opportunity to share. And I said, soon you're going to have this book, and you are going to be able to bring your children before the throne of God because of this book. Fast forward yet again to December 2020, the 28th of December. They were able to have the dedication, but unfortunately, we couldn't be there. And you know, it was the hardest thing for us to go through, to know that we wouldn't be there for that dedication we looked forward to so much. Some of the footage that they sent us, they presented the choirs singing, the horses riding around, motorcyclists all coming in at once. Everybody was welcoming the governor. They were just so excited that they would not be contained. They were trying to keep them apart, and they were just rushing over to where the New Testament was. Seeing the images and seeing the joy that the people had was like a fulfillment of that desire that we had for the church and for the people that don't know the Lord. And we know that God's name was glorified. And that's what matters to us.
Et finalement, cette journée fatidique maintenant aujourd'hui, avec les dédicaces du Nouveau Testament, ça me donne la joie parce que moi, j'avais senti quelles difficultés que j'avais éprouvées au moment où j'ai fait la tradition. Trop de difficultés, mais je suis arrivé maintenant au terme maintenant de l'autre de mon Nouveau Testament en langue. Je remercie beaucoup mon Dieu et maintenant je l'ai en main. Je l'ai en main moi-même et je vais l'exploiter moi-même dans ma langue maternelle.
Je suis très heureux parce que nous avons cet ouvrage qui nous permettra de mieux connaître la parole de Dieu.
The next step for the church now is finding ways to use the New Testament. And there is a colleague in the region who is engaging the church and teaching them how to run Bible studies, having listening groups. And it's, by the sounds of it, it's proving very successful. Look, on the other side of the mountain from the Mukulu village, there was a group of women who learned to read and write so that they could read the New Testament. And I can imagine that that little church is going to grow because of that enthusiasm, because of the love that they have for the book. Even before it had arrived, they were already preparing themselves to learn to read and write. The Gergiko church is an evangelistic church, and they're not going to keep it to themselves. They're going to get out there and proclaim it. And so that is our prayer and that is our desire. And look, it makes up for not being there, but we know that the Lord is going to be glorified through this New Testament, and to Him be the glory.